Washington hosts New York as the Giants seek their 6th straight win in the series. Can the football team snap the 5-game losing streak? Find out next on Thursday night.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
A lot of defensive coordinators are up late the night before they take on Colin Kaepernick because they know he's not an easy man to scheme against. He can beat you with the big arm, taking shots downfield, also beat you with his legs, either off of designed runs or in the passing game by improvising and taking off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Finds a seam inside the 40 and down right around the 37. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Bernard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Washington offense about ready to go to work. And at quarterback in his 17th season now in the NFL, piloting his 9th different franchise, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. To try again after the sack, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two, so I would agree with you totally on that.
Kaepernick now on first down. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter. On play action, it's Camp under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Smith catches left side. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. To throw is Kaepernick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to... Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Kaepernick to throw for it on fourth. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on fourth down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. Fourth and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
And he's brought down.
Good job, yo. And despite missing 4 games in 2020, Sterling Shepard tied his career high with 66 catches, and that led all Giant receivers, and he makes a nice catch there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Bernard will score. Touchdown, New York. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Fitzpatrick and the rest of the Washington offense back out onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. The scoreboard tells a story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This will be caught by Brown, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A huge play there for Washington. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Carter there to make the grab. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking for Shepard deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Kaepernick now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now Kaepernick. Open man right side is Ingram. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Let's go! Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. On the screen, Bernard. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Steps away to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished 3rd among tight ends with 72 catches.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Buying time to his left. Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Back near his goal line. Here's Kaepernick. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Fitzpatrick and the rest of the Washington offense back out onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Well, not many folks would jump straight to Ryan Fitzpatrick when you talk about strong-arm quarterbacks, but if he's lasted this long, and he has, he's got to be doing something right.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. With it is Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Let's go.
48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in the tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
On 1st down, Bernard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Finds his tight end, Ingram. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Bernard. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a carry for Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To throw, Kaepernick. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Back now at FedEx Field. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, here's Bernard. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gano's kick is right through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there. I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They go play action. Fitzpatrick taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And now here is another interception. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll start with the option. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll run again with Bernard. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick and the rest of the Washington offense back out onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 75 yards. And the Giants use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there for Washington. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Joe Judge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline, watch another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in the second half.
And the pressure is really on because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. Well, as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's on the other side of the ball. Their offense has now given their defense a lot of confidence. You know they're going to get after them here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Fitzpatrick set to lead this offense. Down by 10, a minute 12 to go. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Let's go.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. Look at those stick skills. A second shoot. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they